Why does this feel weird? I feel like this is just the first time I've shot a video like alone in a while, so I have nothing to work off of except for myself, and that's probably not safe. Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Wow, I could not have said that cornier. As you can see by the title, today I'm showing you my vinyl collection. My collection of vinyl records. I'm gonna start this video off with a disclaimer. I did not buy all of these. I definitely have raided both my mom's and my dad's record collections and taken some of theirs as my own, with their permission of course. But I'm going to start off with the ones I have bought myself, then I will gradually transition into the ones I have not. Another disclaimer, I did not buy all of these at once. It has been over a period of time. Records are expensive, but I definitely can say I recommend the ones that I have, and I'm gonna stop blabbering now. Let's get on with the video. I'm going to start off with the first record that I ever purchased, and this is Jack U. What's the actual name of the album? Is it Jack U? See, I'm gonna look it up so that I don't sound stupid. Please don't disown me as a YouTuber for not knowing the actual name of this album. I feel like it's just Jack U though. Skrillex and Diplo present Jack U. Okay, see, I was right. If you don't know, Jack U is the duo of EDM producers Skrillex and Diplo. Skrillex is known for dubstep, and he became big when I was like in middle school, so I can't really specify a year, but I'm gonna go with like 2010. Around that time he had some good stuff and then just kept getting more popular. And Diplo is known for more, do I want to say trap? I don't know. Diplo's been pretty versatile. And now, honestly, I wouldn't even really categorize Jack U because every track they have is different. Some of it is trap, some of it is dubstep, some of it is like more tropical. My favorite tracks off of this album, I'm not going to say Where Are You Now because like everybody knows that song, and I kind of want to share ones that you may not know that I think you should check out. All the tracks are good, but I specifically like Take You There, Febreze, Mind. Those are all good. I like 2U too, but yeah. You should definitely check all of those out. They're super fun. Of my records, I have very few colored ones, but this is one of them, and it's actually like really cool looking. It's like bright yellow, and I like it. It's happy. It's a happy color. The next album I have is Led Zeppelin. It's their self-titled album. And I'm really happy that I own this, to be honest. The reason that I chose this vinyl as opposed to the others is because it has Your Time Is Gonna Come on it, and that is one of my favorite tracks by Led Zeppelin of all time. It also has Dazed and Confused, and I mean, that makes me happy. Good song, good movie, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those two are my favorite on this album. I also love like obviously like Stairway to Heaven and tracks like that, but I feel like those are more popular and people know them, and as I said, I want to try to if I'm super familiar with the albums, I want to try to share with you the tracks that may not be as well known so that you can do some music exploring. I'm really excited to be making a music video, to be honest, because this is my first time doing it, and music means so much to me. Like, it's one of my favorite things in the entire world. So I can't believe I've never really talked about it on the internet before, but I mean, maybe in future videos I will. Maybe I'll make like music themed videos. I don't know yet. The next record I have is Plus, not Multiply. My brain was saying Multiply, but it's Plus. I hate math. But I love Ed Sheeran, so I have this album. I was obsessed with this album, I'm gonna say, in 2011 and 2012. Those 2 years I got very into this. And actually, I went to the Jingle Ball, which is like a concert with like a bunch of different artists down in Miami. And Ed Sheeran performed, and it is said by a lot of people that he's better live almost than on recording, and I definitely can vouch for that. Like, it was crazy. His voice is just amazing. So if I have clips, I'll insert them. Yeah, it was an amazing concert, and he's an amazingly talented artist. My favorite tracks, I really like Give Me Love. That's like beautifully composed. I love that song so much. I also love Lego House, obviously. Drunk, You Need Me, I Don't Need You. That's a jam. This has to be one of the prettiest records I own, maybe second to the one I'm gonna show you next, but it is orange, obviously, but I'm just obsessed with it. Like, it looks so aesthetically pleasing, like, to spin. You can see my ring light, that's super cute. And it has, obviously, the big plus on it, and I just really like it. It's very, nice. I couldn't come up with a better adjective than nice, but I really do like it, I promise. The next album I have is Vessel by T.O.P. 21 Pilots. I am such T.O.P. trash, like low-key. I don't really talk about it that much because, unfortunately, I didn't really get into them as early as a lot of people, like a lot of my friends. I just knew their popular tracks, but oh my god, do I wish I had known them sooner. I could have gone to so many concerts. Anyway, 21 Pilots, Vessel. This is like starter pack when it comes to a vinyl collection just because it's such a great album. It's really hard to say, like I love their self-titled and I love Blurry Face, but I still think that Vessel is their best album. My favorite tracks would have to be Migraine because I relate to that song so much, and House of Gold, it's literally gorgeous. All the tracks are really good, like Car Radio, Guns for Hands, but like those are my two favorites. Migraine and House of Gold, so good. This has to be the prettiest vinyl I own, and I don't know why I like it so much, but I think it is the dopest thing in the entire world that this is like clear. It's a little T.O.P. symbol, and then it has the track list. It is just so aesthetically pleasing, and I just like it a lot. I'll like Snapchat this to my friends all the time. I'm just like, look at it. The next album I have here, the next vinyl I have, I'm very, very proud to own because, I mean, first of all, my childhood, and secondly, all of the hype right now about MCR, the Black Parade 10-year anniversary. I cry every time. I get way too excited about this, but I'm just very happy that I have it. Like, this album is so good. As far as tracks go, obviously, Welcome to the Black Parade. Anyone hears that G note and automatically are brought back to the first time they heard that song. Like, it's just a fact of life. So I love that track, and I love Teenagers, obviously the popular ones. As far as other ones, I really love Mama. Mama, we all go to hell. Sorry, I'm thinking and looking at the track list just to make sure that I'm like getting everyone. I like Dead! Exclamation point, because me. I really like I Don't Love You, but like that track fucks me up. Like, it's just standard black, has the track list like right around there, and it's cool because like a lot of struggle bus. A lot of standard blacks, they like won't do anything like super cool to the track list, but they did something, so. The next album I have is Cry Baby by Melanie Martinez, and oh my goodness. This entire album is so good. There honestly isn't a skippable track. And like, I don't really say that for very many albums because I always find favorite songs. And I mean, I still have like favorite songs, but like, I will just listen to the entire album straight through and just like vibe because it's that good. There are a few things I like about Melanie as an artist. One, I really like, as you can see by the back and like the titles of the songs, Cry Baby, Dollhouse, Sippy Cup, Training Wheels, etc. She takes concepts like associated with like youth and like children, and she makes it a lot more mature and dark, and it's actually really dope how she does it. She literally has a little like book in here, Cry Baby, and it's like illustrations. Like, if you just glance at it, it looks like your typical children's book, but if you look more closely, it's so much more intense than that. Like, let me find one of the like darker ones that you can really tell, because it just starts out with her crying, but then it gets like super intense. Look at her like over here with her wrench, and then here with like her blood-stained knives and stuff. Like, maybe I shouldn't be like that interested in this. I don't know. I just really like art, and I really like this, and I think it's super cool. A lot of different kinds of people can vibe to her music, especially because she's a female artist. Like, normally I can't really put my guy friends on to like female alternative artists, but every one of my guy friends that I talk to are into her music. Okay, sorry, I've talked about this for a little too long. My favorite tracks, oh, this is hard. I really like Dollhouse because it was the first song I heard. I like the story behind it. Literally, like, every song tells its own story, and that's what albums should be. Soap, I feel like a lot of people know Soap now because it was just in Nerve, like the movie that came out this summer. It's really good. Like, I think it's the only song on here that has like an actual like drop, even though it's like a super edgy drop, and like I really like it. I love Miss Potato Head, and my favorite track on this entire album, I'd have to say, is Mad Hatter. I'm not wearing it right now. I don't even have my cross out. My cross is like in here. But I normally wear a Crybaby necklace, and that's what it is. It's from this album. Alright, so that is the end of the records that I bought on my own. Now I'm moving forward into my mixture of mom's and dad's records. First album I have is a Bowie album, Lodger. Honestly, I'm not even sure I can give you specific tracks from this album because I always listen to this album just like the entire thing, like when I'm doing stuff around my room, because it's super like chill. The interior is kind of cool and aesthetically pleasing. You hold it like this, but if you flip it, it's like Bowie. So, it's super cool. The next album I have, sadly enough, does not have a case, and this is my Billy Joel album. Got it from my mom. I actually got Bowie from my mom too, and I don't know where the case went for this. But anyway, I got into Billy Joel a very long time ago. I feel like I had to have been in middle school because Vienna by Billy Joel used to be my go-to audition piece. So whenever I was auditioning for something where I'd need like musical ability, etc., I would sing Vienna, or I would sing, what's it? Proud Mary. It was either one of those two songs, so I got interested in that. And then I feel like the next song I knew about was Piano Man. I got a taste for Billy Joel at a young age, and I'm definitely grateful for it. So next, I'm gonna show these two at the same time, but next I have two Beach Boys albums from my dad. These make me super happy, like old school like surf music, like I can dig. I've listened to Endless Summer so much more than I've listened to Spirit of America, and it's just because I kind of like grew up on these songs. So I'm just gonna tell you my favorite tracks from this album because I'm more familiar with it. The entirety of side one is like my songs, but obviously I love Surfin' Safari, Surfer Girl, Catch a Wave, Surfin' USA. And then on side three I like I Get Around. Those are my favorites. But honestly, it's just good in general to just listen to all the songs. I say that for every single vinyl, but it's okay. Say it till it's known. The next album I have is Seals and Crofts. I had never heard of this duo ever before listening to this record. I don't even know why, I just hadn't. And I stuck it on my record player and spun it, and it was so good. I was like pleasantly surprised. Seals and Crofts were popular in the 70s. They look like the 70s. And it's sort of like soft rock, almost like pre-pop type vibes, but it's soft rock. And actually, sadly enough, my two favorite songs by them are not on here, which are Diamond Girl and Summer Breeze. But either way, this is a very nice album to just like sit down and listen to. The next vinyl I have is the one, the only Elvis Presley. Took this from my mom, and honestly, she has a lot of Elvis albums, but the main reason that I took this specific one is because it has Burning Love on it, and I used to be so beyond obsessed with that song. I would listen to it all the time. While I would do my schoolwork, I would just have it on repeat. So I had to take this one. It's definitely my favorite song of this entire vinyl. But yeah, gotta have Elvis. The next album I have is Styx. And I'm not gonna say that I'm super familiar with this band. I mainly know this band from making like playlists for my mom. But I do really like the aesthetic of this vinyl. It is theater themed, as you can see. Paradise Theater, Paradise Theater. And I'm actually going to show you a standard black record. I know, craziness. But the two different sides of this vinyl are called acts. And that makes me beyond happy as the little theater geek that I am. Other than that, I'm not even super familiar with these songs by them. Do I have Styx on my iTunes? I feel like I do. I have Lady. I love that song. See? I know some things, just not all things. Now I am moving on to the Broadway and musical side of my vinyl collection, and I'm starting off with West Side Story. This is such a good musical. I have to choose a favorite. It's not even on the back. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is America, just because so catchy, so much fun.
I also like I Feel Pretty. The next vinyl I have is Footloose, and oh my god, so good. This is the movie soundtrack. Yeah. Anyway, so this is so good. I was spinning this the other day when my friends were over because like they saw my record collection and they were like, Footloose right now, and we were jamming so hard because all of these songs are just so much fun. Obviously, title track, Footloose. I also love Let's Hear It for the Boy. I used to be very into that song. I haven't seen this. If you haven't like heard it and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going and doing that. So the next, oh, this poor baby has seen some days. Do you see this? It's seen some days. But this is a Broadway Scores vinyl, and it has 2 different shows included, if I'm correct. I'm correct. Great songs made unforgettable, new, fresh, modern sound. I definitely like the Babes in Arms side better than the Finian's Rainbow side. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I like Babes in Arms a lot better. It's just more of my taste. My favorite tracks from that side are My Funny Valentine, I Wish I Were in Love Again, and The Lady is a Tramp. That's literally half this entire side, but those are definitely my favorite tracks. It is reminiscent of, comparable to the music from Carousel. And I want to say Oklahoma, but only like specific tracks. It's really hard to explain. I recommend just going and listening to it and forming your own opinion. Finian's Rainbow, I've spun this side. Like I said, I like the other one more, but it's still good. My favorite track from that would have to be Necessity. That's a bop, I gotta say. Necessity is a bop. So yeah, that's my Broadway Scores record. And last but certainly not least, I have A Chorus Line on vinyl. A Chorus Line is such a classic, such a good show for Broadway. I'm actually more familiar with this because growing up, I danced. I didn't do A Chorus Line as a show, but I had a Broadway dance class and we did an entire like chorus line medley, and I fell in love with the entire soundtrack. But my favorites are, let me think off the top of my head. Obviously One, because like, I feel like everybody knows that song. I don't care if you're like familiar with Broadway or familiar with like musicals. That's just a known song. Like One, singular sensation. And then, what's the actual name? I hope I get it. Is that it? Checks. Blatantly checks if that's the actual name. Wrong side. I hope I get it. I danced to that too. I danced to, it was a medley of like One, I Hope I Get It, and like one other song. I don't remember which one it was. How many people does he need? How many boys? How many girls? Anyway, that's a super fun song too. Super fun show. Super fun album. Yeah. My camera is blinking angrily at me, and that is there to tell me that my camera is about to die. So I'm gonna outro this video very quickly. That is the end of my record collection. It's not too big, but I really appreciate all the ones that I have. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, videos about music, updated record collection videos, because I mean, we all know I'm gonna get more. Anything of that nature, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. I think I do it with this hand, don't I?